Hello, welcome to my messy home. How are you? It's Friday night live stream, spontaneous edition. You know that happens occasionally. If you happen to stop by while I am live, please stop in and say hello. Make sure that you can hear me. I'm just thinking about what to make for you. So for a video for tomorrow night or tomorrow morning, rather. Like I like to give you guys a video on Saturday mornings at 8:30, and I don't have one prepared yet. So I am thinking about what to make. And while I'm doing that, I thought, oh, maybe I'll just say hello. 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 You want to get back into crafting? Me too. It seems like I've spent so much time with the whole back to school thing for both of our kids and just trying to survive with life. Like I could hardly even recognize myself without a mask on looking at the camera. So I'm just preparing something for tomorrow. I'm thinking about doing a Tunisian pattern for tomorrow. Hopefully I'll get it done tonight and edited and up tomorrow. But I don't know what I'm going to do yet. Because, sometimes I just fly by the seat of my pants. So I have a little book here. This one is Tunisian Crochet Colored and Striped Stitches, Volume 2. And I thought I would look through this book and see if anything caught my attention to teach you guys tomorrow. Because I haven't taught you guys any Tunisian patterns lately. And I hope that isn't my husband coming home right now and interrupting my little time with you. So anyway, I guess he'll just have to be on camera, won't he? Anyway, can I knit? I do knit. I'm not a great knitter. I'm kind of a advanced beginner, intermediate knitter. I don't have time to knit very much. I prefer to crochet. I like the look of many knitted fabrics. But I just have dedicated all my time to crochet, so I haven't really done much. I find knitting much slower than crochet, which some people have said. I'd like to knit more, maybe when I retire from life. I'll knit more. I do like to knit scarves or things that go a little bit more quickly because I'm kind of impatient, and I do like the fact that crochet goes so fast. How about you? Do you knit? You need to know how to join in the round. I know how to do that. I know how to do that. So let me see. I don't think I have any knitting needles down here. Were you going to use 4 double pointed needles, or were you going to use circular needles? I don't even know if I have any circular needles here in my cabinet where I can reach. But I'm pretty sure I can teach you that. Not tonight, because I can't find my knitting needles handy. And I have so many projects I want to do. Do you ever feel that way? You have so many projects, you don't know where to start. Anyway, to join knitting in the round, you load up your one needle with all of the loops that you need, and then you can lay it flat on the table. And the knotted part goes in the center, like a ceramic bowl where the inside is a glaze and the outside is something else. So all of the twisted part, and you make sure that the whole thing is not twisted. Lay it flat on the table so it's like a sun where all one type of stitch, the half of the stitch is on the inside, and make sure the loops are all on the outside. Lay it flat, make sure it's not twisted at all. And then when you pick it up, the tail is in your left hand, and the left hand, and the camera's backwards, but this is my left hand. And your working yarn is in your right hand if you're a righty, and you just twist them like you're going to do crochet, where you're going to slip stitch in the first stitch. You're going to do that with knitting. And so you make sure that the end stitch and the beginning stitch are close together on the circulars, and you'll go interchangeable circulars. Yes. Knitting needles. Yes. So you'll just make sure that it's critical that the loops on your hook do not get twisted, that they all lay nice and flat, all lined up in the same direction. And the the loop part is on the outside of the circle, and the twisty part, however you loaded your needles up, go on the inside. I don't know. I need to actually show it to you. That's hard to describe in words. Reminds me of like speech class in college, where you had to like teach something using only words and as few words as possible. And it's like, I remember, like, I think my assignment was like how to teach how to, I don't know, make a grilled cheese sandwich or something. And it's like you weren't allowed to use the words bread or cheese, and you had to like teach it without any visual aids. So thank you so much. I appreciate it. So I find myself teaching a lot of things. Today I ended up teaching one of my coworkers how to use email. So she's a new coworker. She's retired from one profession and is now going to help us at school with another. And she doesn't use email and never has. And so I spent an hour today teaching her about left clicking and right clicking and choosing things with a cursor. So it was really kind of fun, actually. I hope that it helped her and opened a whole new world for her. It makes her feel more comfortable with her job. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Hey, Janet, a new person. Hello. So glad to hear me speak about knitting, as you just took it up again after 40 years. But crochet is still your love. It is still my love too. I love knitting though. I really do. Like, both crafts have such wonderful assets to them. They're both, I don't know. How can someone not use email these days? I know, right? Anyway, she's a retired nurse, and so she's very proficient with the computer doing the tasks that she did for work, like charting and medication stuff. Like, she had to like chart for her patients or whatever at the nursing home. So she certainly was extremely talented and adept at what she did, but there were many things she didn't have to do. So anyway, it's all good. She'll know now. But I was teasing her that she does know how to text. She's very good at texting. And she texts her grandchildren, which just warms my heart. Any grandparent that learns how to text so they can text their grandchildren is just like aces in my book. I just love that. So I'm sure she will learn and do fine. So I'm looking at this book tonight, Janet, and I'm looking at Tunisian Crochet by Petra Tornak Zimmerman. And I just wanted to try and find a nice Tunisian stitch tonight that would be comfortable and fun, relaxing, valuable use of my time tonight, that I could maybe teach you guys tomorrow in a video. So, but you guys have been wanting double-ended too, and I know you like mosaic, so it's like, what do I give them? What do they want? You want to crochet, you'll try to crochet after you finish the knit basket pattern you're working on. I don't know why, I just love crochet more. I don't know why, I just love it more. And I guess it's because it's the first thing I learned and I feel more comfortable with it. So that would be good. Yeah. Hey, Franca. Hello, everybody. So what else is going on? What are you guys working on? So Moose Gal is working on some knitting, a knit basket pattern. And Janet, you just brought up knitting again after years, but crochet is your number one thing. Do you have any projects going right now? And Runaway Needle Red. Hi there. Love Tunisian crochet, but don't do it much. Yeah, that's okay. So I got to figure out what to teach you guys tomorrow. I'd really like to make a video for you tonight to air tomorrow in my little studio space. It won't be like dark and hazy like this video is, because it's evening here in Ohio right now. So I don't know what I'll make. There's so many choices. It's like, a shell waves. Oh, I've not taught you guys that one yet. That one's kind of fun. Oh, and I know that Carlene had suggested that I teach you the whisper wrap pattern, which is really fun, and it's post stitches. It's kind of like a rick-rack pattern with post stitches. And I made a shawl out of it years ago called the whisper wrap. And I actually added beads to mine, like showing you how old this is. It's like it was a Karen Spa yarn. So it was a Karen brand yarn called Spa, and it was like a bamboo yarn. And excuse me, the 411 of crochet, Tunisian crochet. What about the 411 of, I don't know what that means. I don't know what you mean by 411. Let's see what other questions you have. You're attempting to crochet a bag for the first time. That's always fun. I like crocheted bags. You're doing a final edging on a shawl and a number 1 yarn. Oh my goodness, I'm sure that is taking forever, but it's going to be gorgeous, I bet. Wow. So, oh, there goes Theo in the background there. You've got 3 crochet projects going and working on a knit scarf and a matching hat. That's ambitious. And let's see, how about the 411 of Tunisian crochet? 411, like all the I don't know what you mean. Do you mean like just the ins and outs or the beginnings or like the basics? Anyway, if you think about it, let me know and I'll see what I can do. Slang for info. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure what, you just started a virus shawl. Oh, I've wanted to try one of those. All the basics, the info about Tunisian. We could do that. I could do that. I feel like I've done some basic videos already, but maybe we need a refresher. Maybe we need the 411 all in one neat little package and one neat little spot. That's a great idea. Put it in one video. Yep. Let's see. Double slip stitches, Pepita slip stitches, knit ribs. Yep, seen that. Checkered slip stitches. Some of them just, I don't know. They just start looking all so similar, just kind of blobby. So I'll have to pick something. Backslash pattern. Rainbow stripes. So we'll see. I'll have to come up with something. See what you guys are interested in. Yarn over, salt and pepper. Kind of like the idea of this, like, I don't know, what did we call it? What did I call it a minute ago? It was like waves. Maybe a waves pattern in Tunisian. That might be kind of fun. Years ago, you called the basic Tunisian stitch the Afghan stitch. Yes. You made an Afghan with it years ago. Yes, absolutely. Yes, the Afghan stitch and the Tunisian stitch, very similar. And I also made a blanket. I think it was single crochet though, where it was like it was a Care Bear blanket for my daughter when she was like 5. So it was like solid single crochet, and then you take other yarn and you cross stitch a design over the top of it. Boy, that took me forever. And it was a pattern that I had purchased at like Joann's or whatever. And I know that often people did the same thing with Tunisian crochet. That was before I knew Tunisian crochet or knew how to do it. But you can make the Afghan stitch a full blanket and then go back and cross stitch a design over the top. And so, yeah, absolutely. It's also called shepherd's knitting, or so those are other words for the same kind of construction. It's kind of a cross between knitting and crochet. You'd love to learn a Tunisian wave stitch. Love that look. Okay, let's see if I can figure that out. Yeah, let me see. I'll read it through and see if I can make a swatch and make sure it's fun, because I don't want to do it if it's not fun, because, you know. So I'll give it a try and make sure the pattern is correct and tweak it or rewrite it if I need to so that I can teach it to you. And everything else is kind of looking pretty similar in here in this particular book. So let me see if I can find what I can find. But that does sound like fun. A shell waves pattern. Oh, Hobie. My little Hobie dog. He thinks he's a cat. He curls around on the furniture like a cat because he's used to our cat. Hello, Hobie. Here he comes. Gotta step on all my papers. Just don't steal my yarn. Do you have pets with you tonight? I brought out 2 colors of blue yarn. I was trying to decide, ooh, there's another color for waves. I like that one even better. Ooh, maybe I'll do that one. Ooh, I like that one better. Let's see. Oh, there's a couple different wave patterns in here. Okay, I'll find one then. Let's do that. I'll try and find one for tonight. I may not be able to get the whole thing done for 8:30 in the morning tomorrow because I'm spending my time talking instead of stitching because I can't really like learn a new pattern while I'm talking. So I'll do that when I hang up with you guys. I'll get it started. But this one looks like fun, and it's like multiple colors. Colorful waves. I think I like this one. I will probably give that one a try. I did bring out 2 colors of yarn from my stash when I came down. Hey, be nice. Oh, they're wrestling. Theo and Hobie. I did bring down 2 colors of blue, which I know you can't see real well on the camera because it's dark evening time, but I think these will look pretty on camera, and I think they will be different enough on camera if I get it closer with my good lighting in the studio room that you'll enjoy it. And these are paint box yarns, so I'll probably use these tomorrow because most of the time I've been using very contrasty colors in the videos lately, and so I thought it would be fun to do a all blue pattern. So I have a kind of a turquoise blue and kind of a, I want to call it jade blue, but that's not really right either. Maybe Caribbean blue. I don't even know. What's it called? I don't see a color name here. But anyway, one feels like a turquoise and one feels like more like a Caribbean blue. Anyway, I'll probably do that. So tomorrow, assuming I can get this video out, I'm going to make it my goal to have it out by noon instead of 8:30. So I'll just do my best. And if I can get it out by 8:30, fantastic. But really, I'll try to get it done by noon Eastern time. And so if you want to join me, bring 2 colors of the same weight of yarn. I have out where'd my hook go? I have my trusty double-ended K hook. I'm just going to use it as a Tunisian Afghan hook. I'm not going to do double crochet on the double with this hook yet, although I know some of you guys still want more crochet on the double patterns, so I can play with that too. But the K hook and 2 colors of the same weight of yarn. I'm going to be using worsted yarn for my K hook. All right, your big old Rottweiler is at your feet. What's your Rottweiler's name? My stepsister has a new baby Rottweiler puppy, and he's probably 4 months old, maybe 5. And his name is Odin, Odin, which I think is a reference to some kind of superhero or like character in a superhero movie. Anyway, his name is Odin. So what is your Rottweiler's name? And it was National Dog Day the other day. Which is kind of funny because isn't it like their day every day? Miss Victoria, you call her Tori. Oh, that's lovely. That's cute. Did you guys see, I guess I didn't put it on. I guess I didn't put it on my Instagram. So on my Instagram page, BL and Gormley, I also have an Instagram page for Hobie Chipu. I don't even remember how I spell it, but I'm on it all the time. Anyway, Mara adopted a kitten, and I put the kitten Hobie Chipu. So this is Hobie's, get the glare off of it for you. Hobie, Hobichipoo, Hobie Chipu. You can't see it. Hobie Chipu is his Instagram profile, and I take pictures of all the pets. And here is my Mara, who adopted Muffin, a little gray tabby cat, and she's adorable. Anyway, Mara was trying to decide what to call her and if she should call her Lady, because she's like prim and proper and petite and sweet. And then she just started calling her Muffin. And since Mara is living in Bloomington right now, I call her Her Royal Highness Lady Muffin of Bloomington. So if that isn't pretentious, I don't know what is, but she's a great little kitten. And I'm excited that she's sort of part of the family. She came and visited Hobie and Theo last week, and they got along really well. So hopefully she will be able to come for more visits when Mara comes home. Okay. So yeah, I think I'm going to do Tunisian Colorful Waves pattern by Petra Tornak Zimmerman. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to change the pattern as I go along. If I feel like it needs to be different, or if I find a typo or something, I'll let you know. But I'm going to use it as inspiration. I probably will not do lots of colors. I'll probably just do 2. And I still want to do for you all a live learning lesson where I schedule it and invite people and like teach you something live. And I have a mosaic pattern already chosen for it. It'll take 2 colors and it's going to be really fun. But maybe let me find this here. It'll be really fun, and I enjoyed it. But I need to just find a time to sit down and edit or teach it to you. I need to schedule it. I want to schedule it and make it an event. So I will do that soon. Hopefully, now that school is settling in. So I work at a school. Patrick is at my school, and so that's been a big transition to having kids in person, and it's an all boys school, and there's 1,400 teenage boys. So it's a high school. So it's been a real challenge, learning experience to like navigate this whole COVID thing with 1,400 teenage boys and a staff of 250. So we've been working on that. And then Mara also moved back to Bloomington for the start of her school year, and all her classes are online, but she had already signed a lease with her housemates, and they weren't going to let her out of the lease just so she could stay home and be online. And if they go back in January, they're going to need a place to live. It was just crazy. And then they had to like get furniture, and it's moving. I mean, moving is a lot of work, but hopefully now that we got her there, she will be all good. Hi, Robin. You love to watch my tutorials and think you're great. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I am a praise junkie, so I'm going to say something nice to me. That makes my day. You just received Go Crochet Skill Builder, One Skein Crochet, Marvelous Crochet, and Go Crochet. Oh my gosh, you got them all? Oh my goodness. Well, thank you. Well, I hope you enjoy all of them. And let me know. Sometimes I take requests when people are having a challenging time with a pattern or a new skill that they haven't had a chance to use. So like the other day, I taught the gift package pattern that was in Go Crochet Afghan Design Workbook because Sharon asked for some help with it. And so it's fun to do that. It's fun for me to revisit that pattern from that book from 2011. Oh my gosh, it's so long ago now. It's hard to believe it's been 9 years since that was published. But it's a lot of fun for me to revisit those patterns. And hey, if it's new to you, it's new to you. So it's not an old pattern then. You're a retired teacher. So glad you don't have to negotiate teaching in this climate. Totally, Janet. It's I don't teach students. I do the social media for the school, but I'm in and out all the time, and I'm often a substitute teacher if necessary. And there's like cameras in all of the classrooms now. We have about 25-ish students whose families opted for them to do remote learning only. For all the personal reasons that they decided that they needed to be remote learning only. So there's cameras for every teacher to teach the kids that are in person and also have live Zoom meetings with the students who are home. And then we have four teachers who also are remote. The teachers are remote. And so they are teaching the kids who are in the building, plus the kids, if they have any students who are remote. So it's trying to be respectful of everybody's needs. There are students who not have special needs, but well, we have some of those too. Everybody has something special about them and unique. But there's like 25 students whose families have opted that they should remain home during this time. And then we have 4 teachers who've opted that they need to remain home during this time. So trying to negotiate or trying to manage people being present at home, absent at home, sick, like regular sick, and not attending, or sick but attending remotely. It's been really crazy. So yeah, this is a hard time for the teachers, absolutely, especially for some of the older teachers who maybe have never done Zoom before, and even the younger teachers who've never, like, how do you change the way you teach when you're teaching remotely? And I teach remotely all the time with you guys, but it's a whole different thing on YouTube where the platform and the technology is already taken care of for me. And it's not like trying to simultaneously see what you guys are doing, which frankly, by the way, I would love to do that at some point. I have been trying to think of a way to do a live conference lesson teaching where I can, not only can you see me, but I want to see you and what you're working on. And I want you to be able to hold it up and show me and say, what did I do here? And so I'd love to find a way to do that, but it's on the to-do list. It is. Hey, Deb Johnny, good to see you. Big Brother is certainly watching. Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, the cameras are in the classroom are like on these little tripods on the desk, or they're using the camera on their computer. So it's not hidden. It's not covert in any way. And we do allow parents to witness the classes. We just want them to not be distracting to the other students, like walking around in the background and that kind of thing. So so it's, I don't know if they're recording their classes. I don't think so. I guess they could for some students who are maybe too sick to do their lessons, but we're still allowing students who are sick to skip the day's lessons and catch up on the work just like they would before. All of this stuff. Like, we have a kid who's having ankle surgery tomorrow, and so he's not going to be in classes, remote or in person, and that is fine because that's what he needs to do. Let's see. You're in for a Zoom class. Yeah, I got to figure out how to do that. It's on my to-do list. But I am also up for that live lesson where I'm going to go live on YouTube at a specified time as soon as I can figure out a time, and teach you a mosaic pattern that I'm very excited about. And that's upcoming. It was supposed to be 2 weeks ago, and craziness happened with all the moving, and so with Mara moving, and so I just wasn't ready. I mean, the pattern's ready. I just wasn't ready to like sit down and focus on it. You're excited to have what in your collection? More and more each day. Big Brother's watching. Yes, more and more each day. That would be great. Robin says, yes, you're so excited to have the books in your collection now to decide what to start. 2 more coming. Oh, the Bruges lace. Yeah, that's one of my favorites. I'm so disappointed though. Now, Crochet to Go is not mine. I don't know. That one is not mine. I don't know. I feel like I've seen that before where I've like Googled my name and that comes up, and I don't know why. I've not crocheted a book. I've not written a book called Crochet to Go. Go Crochet was my blog and my brand name for a really long time, and I still maintain it as mine, but I have not written any more Go Crochet books. Let's see. You're in for a Zoom class. Yay. Bruges lace. I was saying that was one of my It's really one of my favorites. And Susan Lohman taught me that technique years ago, and I just really couldn't stop playing with it. And so that was one of my favorite books. It didn't sell very well, that book, though. And so Annie's was not real thrilled with it. But I feel like the title Learn Bruges Lace was kind of confusing for some people because it didn't say crochet in it. And so I think people thought it was like a whole different thing, and it didn't sell well because of it. My thought is that if it had the word crochet in the title, it may have done better. But it's all water under the bridge now, and it's still a technique that I really enjoy and do occasionally. You just finished a corner-to-corner Afghan with animals on it for your great niece, getting ready to mail it to her in Ohio. Yay! Where in Ohio? You know, I'm in Ohio. I'm west of Cincinnati. I can see Indiana out my back window and Kentucky out my front window, way in the corner in Ohio. Could I teach a Bruges lace shawl? Sure. I'll add it to my to-do list. That sounds like a lot of fun. I do want to teach you the Bruges lace circle if I haven't done that already. I need to go. I'm in a wonderful place, friends, where I don't remember what I've taught and what I haven't. Like there's like 350 videos or something on the channel now. And so I need to just make sure that I'm not like repeating my efforts, and or maybe I should and just update some things. But I need to go through my Bruges lace playlist and see what I've taught you and what I haven't, and go from there. Isn't that funny? So you see my doggy back there? His little leg hanging over. Anyway, so I think I am going to go get started on a swatch for you guys so that I can have something ready for you tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining me on this spontaneous Friday night chat. You're working on a rainbow baby Afghan on the final boarding. For the latest grandson. Nice. I'd really like to do something rainbow. I'd really like to do something rainbow that is a one yarn. What do you call it? What do you call it? What all the colors, like the really long not self-striping, but it's a cake, a cake yarn. How could I forget cake? You know I love cake. I would like to do a rainbow that's a cake yarn. But again, to-do list. I have lists and lists and lists of to-do lists of crochet projects that I want to do. Cleveland, you were born and raised in Ohio. Willowick and I have been in Arizona the past. Okay. In the past 20 years. Wow. Okay. I've been to Cleveland, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Oh, yeah. Back in my counseling days, I actually presented a paper at a conference at a convention center in Cleveland. And I remember we walked to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and it was like the same time that they had the World Series going on there. It was like 1996. I think it was 1996. I'm dating myself. And the World Series was going on while we were there for our counseling conference. And we walked into the parking garage next door to the Cleveland's baseball team. Cleveland, I don't even know. Cleveland Indians? Are they still the Cleveland Indians? Into the parking garage, and we were able to look down into the stadium for a few minutes while they were playing the World Series. I don't really follow baseball, but yes, the Indians. Okay, so we saw a few minutes of the game from like an upper deck of the parking garage that weekend. So it was very memorable, and it was a good time. So very, very fun. So, okay. Well, if I'm going to make you a video, I need to get stitching. So I'm going to let you go. I'm going to get stitching. I hope you guys have a great evening. I hope to have a video for you tomorrow. That is the plan. The plan is to have it out by noon. And just hang in there with me. Hang in there for us. and keep stitching, keep learning, keep every stitch is one stitch closer to having this mess over and behind us and moving forward. So very good. So we'll just keep on stitching until we get a new pattern. So thank you, everybody. Thanks for coming, and I'll see you next time on the next video.